Hi, my name is Kenneth Kwan here, and right now I am at SME Expo 2015, Singapore Chinese Chambers of Commerce biggest flagship program of the year. And right now there are over 5,000 over people here. If I'm not wrong, it was about 5,300 over people. And I'm one of the workshop speakers, and I'll be basically speaking on leading high performance teams. We are going to just focus a lot on purpose and execution as well. So a lot of companies plan really well. In fact, they plan really well, but one problem we realized that not many actually execute well. So they have plans, but they don't follow the plans accordingly because they're just simply too busy. So basically, I'll be sharing some ways of how do you actually execute well. I guess the whole idea is to be consistent in the midst of all the things all the daily activities that are just screaming out for your attention. So there are just a few ways, and I'll be sharing here in today's conference. So one of the ways we can actually execute consistently is basically by just deciding not just on your goals, because most people plan on goals, but it's more important to define the goals, break it down into what we call lead measures. Lead measures are basically activities that if you do consistently, you will definitely hit your goals at the end of the month. So this is what we've realized, that a lot of companies, the bigger companies, the most successful companies actually do very well. They actually plan very clear lead measures. They focus on what the clear deliverables. For example, if you're in sales, rather than just hitting $50,000 in sales at the end of the month, being fixated by that number, you're actually looking at the number of appointments. So for example, if you have like 10 appointments, if you can have 10 appointments, you'll be able to hit that target that you're set at the end of the month. So if you focus on the 10 appointments, you definitely get that goal at the end of the month. So rather be fixated by the end result, you're always focusing on what you need to do consistently. And this is a very important discipline to have. Because you are focused on these behaviors, you will definitely get the result at the end of the day. So, and not only that, a second thing that you can do to basically get the results that you want is to have very short accountability sessions. I realized that most of the companies that actually do this very well, they hold very short weekly accountability sessions. They do it once a week. They meet in the morning, they huddle together and they just discuss, okay, have you done this? Have you done that? These are the lead measures that you plan out. Have you been doing it well and consistently? And you realize, ladies and gentlemen, it's really, end of the day, back to being consistent with what you have planned. So, and that is basically being disciplined throughout the execution process. And this is what we notice that works really well if you want to be successful and constantly delivering on your goals. This is Kenneth Kwan here, signing out.